All right, welcome back to the Virtue Bowling Supply YouTube channel. My name is Chris, and I'm here to bring you guys the High Rev Perspective.
And my name is Josh, and I'll be bringing the Low Rev Perspective.
Today, going head-to-head, we have the brand new Motiv, Evoke Mayhem, and the Track Synthesis. We'll be throwing 10 shots with both of these, picking one winner that we would most likely add to our bag and explain why.
Today, we are here at Bolero Mesa on a fresh house shot. With that being said, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you out on the lanes.
After seeing the Evoke Mayhem and the Track Synthesis go down the lane, these ones definitely fit a somewhat similar spot. I think the Evoke Mayhem is a slightly stronger option. I think the Synthesis kind of still fits in that strong and smooth category, but is just a little bit more down lane and a little bit more responsive. The Evoke Mayhem wanted to be pretty slow and forward off the end of the pattern. I feel like compared to the original Evoke, it's a little bit more down lane, but I feel like it's just as forward and chuggy. Here, I feel like I didn't get any sort of kind of continuation through the pins, and it always kind of almost pancaked when it hit the pins, which I didn't really like, and it kind of gave me an inconsistent ball reaction. And I struck a decent amount with it, but the ball motion wasn't convincing, and I felt like the hits were almost just luck-based and not really because the ball motion was really good. So to me, the Track Synthesis, I feel like had a more consistent and kind of more dynamic shape off the end of the pattern. Like I could move left and it still be early, but still responsive off the end of the pattern to go through the pins. And to me, that just looked so much better than the Evoke Mayhem. With that being said, the Track Synthesis is definitely going to win this battle. The Evoke Mayhem, to me, just didn't quite seem as versatile. It's probably really good at the one thing that it does, and it's probably keeping it more in front of you and really kind of using the friction to kind of blend and not hockey stick off of it, which is going to be really good for kind of what that needs. But to me, I feel like the Synthesis is just going to be a little bit more versatile. To me, I think this one's probably going to be pretty good with surface adjustments just because of how dull it comes out of box. It's still having that down lane friction response is just going to be really good to me. So the Synthesis is definitely the winner for me.
Wrapped up throwing 10 shots with each of the Evoke Mayhem and the Track Synthesis. For me, these two balls are definitely in the same category of like type of ball. Again, I feel like the Synthesis was a little bit smoother, a little bit tamed off the back end, where the Evoke definitely shaped more and was more aggressive off of friction. That doesn't necessarily mean that's good. Again, for me, I felt like the Synthesis was easier to control, where the Evoke was kind of like that child where you didn't really know where it was going. I felt like I needed assistance on knowing what direction it wanted to go off of when it saw oil versus when it saw friction, and I just felt like it just didn't give me a consistent reaction off of either of those. Where the Synthesis, I didn't really have troubles getting it to pocket, but again, getting it through the pocket, a slightly different story, but it was still getting me 9 or 10 every time, where the Evoke would miss and I would get 5. So definitely a little harder to anticipate and predict going down the lane. Overall, I do like both of these pieces. I really like the way the Evoke looks going down the lane, but fortunately the ball motion from the Evoke just wasn't cutting it for me today, and that Synthesis is going to have to be that winner. I didn't feel like the Synthesis blew it out of the water, but I did feel like it, relative to the Evoke, was 10 times better. So really a lot more of a predictable shape, and just the way it came off of oil, like again, it actually wanted to dig a little bit and wasn't so jumpy like the Evoke was off of that friction. So Synthesis is going to be the one on top today.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video useful, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.